18 years old, a young man goes to war. A year later, he's severely wounded. Cody Willett now deals with injuries he will never leave behind, but he returned to find love and build a new life, a new career in which he continues to serve his community.
Jessica,
hi. How are you?
Good.
Montel, how you doing?
Good, sir.
Good.
Absolutely. Please have a seat. Geez, you guys are like the tale of two stories in a way. It's the pre-couple, and then the post-couple comes after injury.
Yeah.
First off, Jessica, you signed up for this.
I did.
You knew what you were getting into, and you walked into his hospital room.
I was with his sister when she got the phone call that he was injured, and I met him after that.
Were you thinking in the back of your mind when you met him, this might be the guy?
Yeah, I knew as soon as I met him that he was the guy.
What was it about him?
I just walked in and we met each other and we locked eyes and I just knew.
And you had just come home after, what, was this your second deployment?
Yep, second
4
deployment.
months? Why don't you tell everybody what happened?
You know, I was overseas, Kandahar, Afghanistan. Mortars hit every day on base. The siren goes off. You have probably 15 to 30 seconds, and it reads it in the air that you have some time to get to a bunker. When I got injured, there was no siren. It just happened. You're always wondering if that alarm's gonna go off, but when it doesn't and it just hits, you can't prepare yourself for anything.
And then you couldn't prepare yourself for the fact that broke your back?
Yeah, I got a fracture in my spine. They don't want to repair it because it's so technical and something I'm just gonna have to live with, the rest of my life.
Dislocated your shoulder also at the same time?
Yes, sir.
You were in Kandahar for what, at that point, 4 months?
Yep.
So every night you're sleeping, in the back of your mind, you're worried a little bit. But then all of a sudden, boom, that thing hits.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the PTSD comes from, right?
Yeah, and it's after the fact too. It's I was still in country probably 10 days after that. But you're laying there and you're hearing helicopters chatter from gunfire in the background. You're trying to sleep, and I was 19 years old at the time. It's tough to process all that stuff as a young kid.
And that explosion just goes on and on and on, right? Almost every night.
Every day.
So now, his sister tells you he's coming home. Let's go visit my brother.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep, and we planned a trip down to Florida. But he came up to visit his dad, surprise his dad for his birthday. So I actually got to meet him in New York prior to our vacation. And then from then, people thought I lived in Florida, but really I was just flying back and forth as much as possible until we drove home on Valentine's Day.
and said to everybody, surprise, right?
Yeah.
We got out of the military and we moved back into New York together.
When did you know you were going to marry him?
When he asked.
Which was?
Oh, geez.
Look at us.
You got me there. I don't know what day
A couple
I
months
asked.
after you met?
No, this
No,
was...
it was a year and a half,
yeah,
almost two.
Almost 2 years.
We'll be married 6 years this year.
And I said it jokingly earlier, but you didn't really know what you were signing up for. I mean, you knew he had been injured, but
Yeah.
did you know anything about or think about PTSD at the time?
No, but he tried to warn me and keep me away from him. He just said, you don't know how I am, you don't know how this is gonna be. He tried to push me away, but I didn't leave.
It's a good thing she didn't, right?
Absolutely. I probably wouldn't be here today.
Tell me about her.
She...
It's okay.
She's my rock. She holds his family together. Absolute great mother. She'd do anything for anyone, especially me. She's been there from the worst days of my life to some of the best with our kids, I just can't give her enough praise. She's just an amazing woman.
You're lucky, right?
Tenfold.
And you feel just as lucky.
I do. I just wanted to be a mother. I want to be a wife. I want to have a family, and I have everything that I could ever want. Our kids are perfect. I mean, we are just blessed beyond belief. Those two little things are just all I think we need in this world. And we have them, and I think we got anything. We got this.
When he's having a tough time, what do you think?
It takes a minute for me to step back and remember why he's having a tough time. I mean, you just have to bring yourself back sometimes and think about it and remember all of the stuff. I just give him his space, and you know, there's lots of things that we do differently than other couples, and that's how we get through.
You've got to be proud of the fact that he's now come home and now picked another line of work and really another future for himself. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think transitioning from the military into civilian life is something that I witnessed firsthand. It took time for him to find a career or a passion that is as fulfilling as serving your country.
And he's serving his country now.
Yes.
You know, we take that oath of office. It says, you know, I do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. You're really helping us right now with the enemies of us all, domestically.
Absolutely.
Working for the Sheriff's Department. Talk about that. What made you think about the Sheriff's Department?
Since I got out, there's always been that piece missing, you know, with brotherhood. I finally found it with the Sheriff's Department. You know, there's a bunch of guys that put their life on the line every day. I'm not there on, you know, the front lines with them, you know, but I'm doing it through technology. I used my GI Bill to, you know, to get an education with my computer career. And it's given me purpose. I put a lot of time into work. It's a passion of mine to have purpose in life again.
And then you just started working with the drones, right?
Yep. I believe last year was the first encounter with the SWAT team. Got together with Lieutenant Lyon and Sheriff, and you know, we jump-started that program, so that's coming along good. Yeah, everything's been going good. Just keep pushing forward, and I always say it's the one thing you got to do when you're struggling with PTSD is just keep your mind occupied.
Yeah, you said get out also, get out of the house also, right?
Yeah. Exactly. Do things, get involved with people. And it doesn't have to be, you know, psychiatrists or whatnot. It could be fellow combat veterans or any veterans at all, you know, that are going through some of the things that, you know, you're going through. It's tough to connect with some people. It's tough to connect with doctors, and that they haven't been over there. They haven't seen, they haven't felt, they haven't, you know, they don't have the first-hand view of, you know, something that happened. And that's where I come in with, you know, the Dwyer program, or just getting together with other vets. Just doing something, getting out, playing pool, you know, going hunting, you know, anything, just to get out and do stuff.
You spend time with some of the other vets' wives and help them too?
Yeah, I'm starting to.
Right?
I've been a busy woman the last couple of years having babies. So.
Absolutely. You're in pain every day, are you not?
Yeah, you know, physically and mentally, but there's a lot of physical. I can't sit down too much. I can't stand for too long. I have sharp pains down my leg, pins and needles. I just broke my ankle, so it's been a whirlwind these last few years, and it's a tough thing. You know, I can't do things with the kids that I want to. Get on the ground, tumble around, and that's where she comes in. You know, she's awesome, and yeah, it's and the other part is that, you know, and then that goes to the physical side. I can't go into, you know, grocery stores and big events and, you know, a lot of people around. I sweat. I'm sweating right now.
But nervous a lot when you have to interact with a lot of people.
Absolutely.
Right? Feeling comfortable around people.
And there's a lot of things that I don't go to because, you know, I can't handle it. And I'm working on that every day, trying to get better. But you know, she's right there by me, supporting the whole family.
I think a lot of the guys and women who come back have this block that they won't accept love from someone else. You know, so when it's the darkest, you know, what do you reach out for?
Her. Every day. Yeah, you know, I've told, like she said earlier, I've told her, you can do better. You know, you can find someone better. You shouldn't have to deal with this every day. You should have someone that's hasn't been through something and you can enjoy your life. She's still here.
And that's because you're enjoying your life, correct?
We have a good life. Good people. He's a good person.
And that's really clear. I think all the work you do for the community, all the work you do for other veterans, I mean, people don't understand that, you know, your giving back is part of your recovery, is it not?
Yeah, absolutely. Just being around the guys.
If you could look ahead 5 years, what's it look like?
I hopefully see my problems getting better, and you know, I'm excited to see my family grow. You know, my 3-year-old and 2-month-old. You know, they'll be in school and doing all the sporting events, and
Can't wait for sports.
yeah, I just see us. You know, everything's gonna be good. I think.
Sports is a big part of your lives. You guys are big Buffalo Bills fans?
Oh yeah, die hard.
Die hard,
Yeah.
right? You were telling me, what do you do to tables in your house?
Oh, I was saying this table here. I said Buffalo Bills fans would have broke that by now.
Oh, that's good. Well, you know, you were thinking about if you don't stay with the sheriff's department, you might want to work for the FBI?
Yeah, you know, I see myself going, you know, either state or federal, and it all comes down to the physical aspect of it. You know, if it's something I can't do physically, you know, I'm gonna have to find another path. But that's just another obstacle. I'll find something.
He's very determined. When he starts something, he sees it through to the end with everything. He has multiple talents, and like once he likes something, he just follows it through. Like he taught himself to play guitar, and he played it. You know, you started it when you were overseas, right?
Yeah, I bought a guitar over in Iraq and looked at some YouTube videos and figured it out, and been playing around this area a little bit here and there. And
That's great.
2 years
yeah.
ago.
How did you guys find out about Military Makeover?
Yeah, it was actually, I was in My Computer Career. And I've seen the show before, you know, when it was the Gunny, and then I seen your guys' the new version. But My Computer Career had a, you know, an entry form, and we were late, you know, it was late at night. I start classes at 7 at night till 11:30 at night. And, you know, they had a little sign-up sheet, and I said, well, you know, it's something I could, it's never gonna happen, but I'll, you know, put it in for my wife. You know, she deserves something special. And lo and behold, it happened.
It happened.
Crazy.
Now, you don't know what's about to happen when we actually do the reveal for you either, right?
Oh, we are so excited.
I think you should be. I've been over there, and it's starting to look really, really good. So you should be really happy.
I can't wait.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for being a part of
you.
the show. Really, we really do. And I want to thank you for what you're doing for a lot of other veterans and giving them hope the way you are. And keep marching on, my friend. Don't give
Absolutely.
up. We need guys like you.
I appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Jessica. Thank you, for sure.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, my brother.